So, I've had a lot of you ask me, on the telephone, what I mean by horticulture. This is what I mean by horticulture. You just take your twigs and your branches, and you make sure that you knock off like any possibility of seeds. And you break the twigs into pieces. And you just lay them in the bottom of your container or your raised bed. And then you take your topsoil, your potting soil, and your black cow, and you put that on the top of the bed. Okay, and the reason you want to do this is as the wood breaks down, it adds nitrogen to the soil. So this way you can use the containers over and over and over and over again for less cost of dirt. Now, if I was to try and fill all these containers with dirt, it would cost me a fortune. So I get topsoil, I'll mix it with a little bit of black cow and a little bit of my potting mix. And I put the soil about a good 6 to 8 inches here. And the rest, I put twigs. Now, you can also, if you want to really promote earthworms, you can also put cardboard in the bottom, and that actually helps to retain some of the moisture in the soil, so it helps break down the wood faster. And over time, of course, the soil is going to fall down in the container, and you just add more dirt and leaves like I've done over here. See, I've got a good cucumber plant going. So all I do is I add the leaves from the yard, and I just fold it in to the dirt every year. And it makes really, really rich, dark dirt. It's God gives us what we need, right? And praise God that He gives us what we need. And it works very, very well. So I'm doing this today, and I've had a couple questions, like I said, from friends on the phone that were asking me about, well, how do you fill your containers? This is how I fill these big containers, and it doesn't cost me that much. Yes, the black cow does cost a little bit, and the potting mix does cost a little bit, and the topsoil costs a little bit. But you can really actually go cheaper than what I'm doing, and you can actually just go down to one of your local gravel stores, and they normally sell compost. Now, I will say this, if you go that route, let that compost sit out for a month or so, just in case it has any kind of chemicals in it, so that it will drain out of the soil. You don't want any kind of chemicals whatsoever in your soil that you are going to be using for your seedlings and plants. And yeah, so this is my second video for today, surprisingly enough. And I'm just slowly doing my thing and trying not to get too hot. It was cold this morning, and now it's heating up. So much love, folks. Bicycle.